Before y'all do anything, make sure you subscribe to the channel. If you rockin' with Young Dolph, go ahead, hit the comment section, put the dolphin emoji. Let me know where y'all from and who you rockin' with. Let's go. They got Black Youngster for sending the threats and everything and saying that he was going to slide down to Memphis and all that. A lot of people was keeping a close eye on Black Youngster. They knew that he was going to crash out. They knew he wanted to do something, and that's why they tried to prevent Black Youngster from doing anything. They went and quickly grabbed him before he got a chance to slide to Memphis and actually cause any type of damage or anything, because he was getting ready to throw it all away, man. He was risking everything, and he was about to lose it all. He already lost 3 brothers. He already lost the CMG. He already lost a whole lot of stuff, man. And now he's willing to just risk it all and end it for this whole thing between his brother and the people that hit him up, man. And then the fact that he even said that he don't care about the consequences and the repercussions if he goes down and slides on the people that hit up his brother. He must have known who it is or something like that. He had to have talked on the phone with Yo Gotti, and Yo Gotti and his people, Big Jook went around asking everybody in Memphis, like, who you think it is, who you think it is, but nobody wanted to help him because they know for a fact that they not trying to push any more into this beef between Black Youngster, his people, CMG, PRE, and everything. At this point, everybody picked sides, man. They either with CMG or they were Young Dolph, man, and nobody want to try to get Black Youngster's people that hit Black Youngster brother up, because they know for a fact that that's somebody in his own camp, man. Whoever hit up Black Youngster, they knew he was in South Memphis. Black Youngster's brother was riding around. He looked just like him. They confused him for Black Youngster, really, because at the end of the day, you probably ask, why would they want to get Black Youngster's brother and not Black Youngster himself? And that's due to the fact that since Black Youngster was hiding out, he out the country in Cancun and all that stuff, they can't get to him. So a lot of times in the streets, there's no rules to it at all. So if they can't get the main person, then they gonna get somebody close to them, somebody they know, or is gonna actually, they're gonna feel it about how, okay, since they hit out and everything, then they putting everybody else at risk. And this is the reason why that people told Black Youngster he needed to stay away and not like actually give in to this whole beef. Yo Gotti tricked him, man. Yo Gotti tricked everybody into joining in the CMG and going along with this beef, but little did they know that he was actually having them do all the dirty work. And they got caught red-handed. They got their fingerprints on the Bentley. They were seen on the security footage and everything like that. This is all out there, man, in public. And the fact that he had them do that because they thought that they was going to get a better deal through CMG. They thought they was going to get a better advance, more money. But at the end of the day, man, you got to realize that there was a lot of people that was out to get them because of the stuff that they've been doing in the streets. Whatever Yo Gotti told them, they must have forgot about the fact that it's going to be people who are going to be coming after them to try to actually, right their wrongs and even the playing field from the damage that they did. A lot of people want to get back from Young Dolph, man, because they can't just take somebody out like Young Dolph and expect to get away with it. So that's why a lot of people went and they slid. They found the guys that did it. They dropped a couple of them. The feds got a few of them before the streets could get to them. It's a dog-eat-dog world, man. At the end of the day, you know that it's an ultimate race between, are they going to get caught by the feds first, or is the streets going to get them first? That's what everybody is looking at. They on the edge of their seats, biting their nails, trying to figure out what's about to happen next, because they know for a fact that with this whole retaliation thing and this beef in Memphis, a lot of people in Memphis is active. When they see a homie get dropped, they get right up and get straight to business, suit up and get out there, man. So this is the way that people move like that out there. When they seen Black Youngster brother riding around town, he looked like he was untouchable. He thought that he was untouchable. He thought he could go to any gas station, anything like that. He went to the gas station in the same hood that the people are looking at him from. Like, how is he going to be in South Memphis and pop out at that gas station when he knows for a fact that South Memphis is Dolph's hood? He could have went to any other gas station. He could have drove to Arkansas and everything and got gas over there. It's close by. And so at the end of the day, he felt too comfortable in his own hood. He didn't think that the people was going to slide yet. And it's almost been 2 years since Young Dolph passed. And so he's thinking, oh, it's been 2 years. Maybe they don't know me. Maybe they don't want me. Maybe they want to get Black Youngster and everything like that. But so he got caught lacking because he got way too comfortable. He eased up, thought he could just quickly hop out the car, go get gas at the gas station that's right there in the hood of Dolph people and the ops that he's ops with. And he got caught up in the mix of the whole thing because as soon as he got spotted out, people started calling around within minutes. The dudes drove by and saw it. They didn't even want to get close enough to actually have people from the gas station see them and try to report them or see what car they were in or get the plate number. They strategically drove by so that way they could get Black Youngster Brother right there while they're driving by the street, because they knew somebody ID'd him when he walked up to pay for the pump. When he went to pay for the pump, the people inside the store seen him, and that's when they quickly called the ops, and they came and slid through, and they knew that was him because remember, they stay in the same hood, so they know what kind of car that he drives. And this whole entire 2 years while Yo Gotti, Black Youngster, and all of them been on the run from CMG, and the people been trying to figure out who did this to Dolph, they know what kind of car Black Youngster Brother drive. They've been paying attention to that because they said that if they ever see his car or see him pop out and anything like that, it's on site. And so that's really what ended up happening, is because once they saw him, once they figured out that's somebody inside, seen his face, and that same face match up with the same car that they already know is his, then they drove by and they instantly knew that was exactly the man that they was looking for. And that's when they dumped the shells, emptied the clip, the whole entire round, man. And the people at the gas station, they started running. They started like scattering away from the whole scene. A lot of people was like, they're shocked. They couldn't believe what happened in front of their eyes. This was in broad daylight, guys. This was in broad daylight, man, in the morning, in the sunlight, and everybody seen what was going on. They didn't even go to the lengths of trying to disguise themselves or anything like that. They didn't even wear hoodies, masks, anything like that. They just knew that it was a limited amount of time and that they needed to get justice for Dolph, and that this was the guy's brother that they was looking for, and this was their moment. And so they basically made the decision that they had to make, and they're going to have to live with those decisions, just like how Black Youngster, CMG, and everybody, anyone who had anything to do with Dolph, they made the decisions to get involved in all of that stuff. And so, like how these guys made the decision to take Black Youngster Brother out, they knew that it was him, and they thought that maybe Black Youngster was in the car next to him or in the passenger seat or something. So they sprayed the whole thing up. The witnesses there said that they heard the rounds go off and it was hitting the windows and the cars and everything like that. And they were scared. You know, they ran because they didn't want the pumps to have anything happen to them when the dudes are like actually shooting at it or anything like that. And the gas station manager, they said that they had to turn the footage over to the feds because in that first 48 hours, they came to them to do the first 48 for Black Youngster Brother. And the first thing that the feds went in there is they requested to do the whole surveillance, get the whole entire copies of all the footage. They got the whole system. They seized the system. So now they have the footage, and they're not going to release the footage of Black Youngster's brother at the gas station because they're reviewing that. They're trying to zoom in and see if they could recognize the car, if they could see any faces from the car that drove by. They're trying to zoom in on the license plate and see when they turn the corner, and see that if they turn the corner, then they should be able to see the front or the back of the license plate when they're driving away. And that's why they took the footage, and they're reviewing it right now. They actually blocked off the whole entire gas station so they could dust it for the fingerprints to make sure that exactly was Black Youngster's brother and see if that's connected to anything from the Dolph scene. Now that they got Black Youngster's brother's fingerprints, they're going to be able to figure out if he was one of the guys that was inside the cookie shop. You guys got to remember, man, it was at least 10 people inside that cookie shop. I want to send my condolences to Young Dolph too. If you think Young Dolph got set up, comment down below. And let me know if you rocking with Dolph with the dolphin emoji. But yeah, so there was at least 10 people inside that cookie shop, and Black Youngster Brother, he could have been one of them. You never know. That's why they had to take his fingerprints from the gas pumps and everything and see if it matches up with anything that they found inside the Makita's the cookie shop or anything like that. Because you got to remember, the forensics came in and they dusted for everything. They know that they got prints on that back door, that back dumpster, and the manager's office door handles, the bathroom, the hallways, that front lobby area. His fingerprints all over the place. And they found fingerprints in the U-Haul truck. So they trying to connect the dots to see if any of the people that got dropped, like CEO TZ, Black Youngster Brother, and any of the people locked up, if they have their prints at the cookie shop scene, that's gonna put the RICO in and set it in stone. They can't actually back out of that. They can't talk their way out of having their fingerprints found at the scene. And this is why everybody's paying attention close now, because a whole lot of stuff is happening in Memphis. People are dropping, people getting locked up, a whole lot of people telling from the CMG side, because how did Govan get that $90K plea deal? He had to have told. They say he's the mastermind of the whole entire hit. Anytime somebody's the mastermind of the hit, they're getting football numbers. But this guy, for some reason, they let him go on a $90K bond. What did he tell them? He had to have told on Yo Gotti and Big Jook, because those are the guys that give him the orders. That's exactly what they say. Govan said for himself. A lot of people said that Govan takes orders from Yo Gotti because he works for him. And so he might have went and told on his boss. And basically that's why they got Big Jook too, because they know for a fact that they got the story from Big Jook and Govan saying that they was only doing what their boss told them to do. And they asked both of them, who is your boss? And they both said, Yo Gotti. And so now everybody's paying attention close to see what they're going to do with this and where it's going to go. And at the end of the day, y'all got to subscribe to the channel for all the updates.